Hey, what's up? Happy December. I'm here in my ugly Christmas sweater, and in this video, I want to go over how I specifically run ads for my school group, as well as some basics on meta ads. So if you are starting from zero, if you have no idea, you will need a business manager. If you don't know what it is, I have included a URL that you can go to and check if you have any existing business. So in the video description, I'll have this document, so you can use the links inside. So let's go to business.facebook.com/select. So here you should be able to see all your businesses, like all of the businesses you have access to currently. You can see I currently have 4, and you can create up to 4 business managers as well. But since I only created one of these, I still have the option to create more. It's really simple. You just need to click on create a business, fill out your data, which should be name or business name. It doesn't matter. You can change it later. Once you do this, you need to go to your email and then click the link, and you can go inside your business and start managing it. So in this case, I use my one, and it should take you to the following page. Now this layout is always changing on Meta. Like every month they are updating this. So it might be different by the time you are seeing this video. But if it is, just reach out to me and I'll be super happy to help you. From here, you go to Ads Manager, you wait for it to load, and then you will see your ad account. But in your case, you probably don't have any ad account. So you need to click on the business settings on the left, the wrench icon. You will see this. So first you will see your name here under people. So these are all the people that have access to the business portfolio. You can easily add more people by just inviting and then adding an email address. So it's super simple. What you will need to start running ads is a page. So you can see I have multiple pages added. You can add the page if your personal Facebook is already connected to a page. In my case, I have it connected to my agency, which is Upscale. So you can see I can add it here, but I already have it added, the business manager. You can also create a brand new page from this section. You just need to add the page name, a category, and then a short bio section about your page. Then you need to create an ad account and then add if you don't have any. It's super easy to create. You click on create a new ad account actually, and then you just name it new ad account, whatever time zone you are currently in and the currency you want to use. So this will be for my business. Then you click on create, and then in this section you need to assign all the people who are going to have access to this ad account. So it's only me in this business manager, and I am going to have full control. Okay, so once you create it, it automatically pops up. You need to add the payment info. So you just click this button. You need to go to the right side, click this drop down, view payment methods. Click on there, and then it's going to load, and you are going to click get started. So it's my country, Hungary. I like to use US dollars because it's easier to do the math. And then you need to add your business info. So business name, street address. This is for legal and tax purposes. So I recommend reach out to your accountant. But I have it set up. And if you are buying it for ads purposes, you need to have it on. And so once you have it, you save this info, and then you add a credit card or PayPal, whatever works for you. And then it should be super straightforward. It's going to do a $1 transaction just to see if it's a valid card and if it actually works. And that's all that you need to do on the ad account side. Next, we need to add a Facebook page and an Instagram page. We already discussed how the Facebook page works. Next will be the Instagram page. Under accounts, you will see Instagram accounts. Same option, you can add the Instagram account. If you click this button, you will have the option to just sign in, and it's going to be assigned to your business. And you will also need to assign yourself. So click on the Instagram account that you want to use on your ads. Click assign people, select yourself, and then give yourself full control. So that's going to be needed. So as the last step, we have installing a pixel, which is super important for you to track your data, see if your ads are working. So this is a two-step process. You need to go to your business settings again, click on data sources, and then select data sets. Here you need to add the new pixel, which you can just do by clicking add and just name this data set, which would be just school group pixel, just to make sure it's easy to track. Then click on create. Here you can choose whichever option. I recommend the first one, and then hit next. And then you can just exit this and make sure you have this pixel selected, because you need to assign yourself so you have access to it. So you need to click assign people. I actually select all because it's best to have the API connected as well, and then give yourself full control. And then we also need to connect the ad account to this pixel. So you need to click on assign assets. And then here you need to select the new ad account that we just created. So you can just click add, and then it's done, ready to go. Now you need to go to Skool and select the group that you want to set up tracking for. So I have my paid group. You need to go to settings, click on plugins, and then if you scroll down, you will see meta pixel tracking, which is currently off. So to turn it on, you need to click edit, turn it on, and then you will have the options to connect the meta pixel. So you will need to insert the meta pixel ID and the access token. So they give you pretty nice tutorials, which I recommend watching if it's easier to you, but you can basically go back to the business settings, make sure you have the correct pixel selected, click on open in Events Manager, and then once you have the pixel, you go to settings, and you will find the dataset ID here. So it's named dataset ID, but the metapixel ID is the same. So you need to click on copy and then just paste it here. For the access token, scroll down a little bit, and we need to select setup with the direct integration, and you will see an option to generate access token. So once you click on it, you can just copy the code by clicking here. So it's done. Go back to the Skool page and then paste the access token. So once it's done, you just need to connect your page, and it takes a few seconds to connect it. So we need to test the app. There are two ways to do it. You can just click on test, and you can see it's a success. But you can also go back to your pixel, go to test events, and then select the second one, confirm your website events are set up correctly, and then run the test to your Skool page. Enter the URL and actually make sure it's going to the about section. So open website. Okay, we are at the about page. Let's do some clicks. Go back to the Events Manager, and we can see its success is tracking page view. So in section 2, we are going to be talking all about creating your ads. And first, I really want to mention that you don't need to overcomplicate. I don't think you need to be afraid to start your first ad. You don't need to shoot any crazy videos, any high production. You can just get started with really simple texts. So for this reason, I wanted to show you what I'm currently doing on my ads. So I have this campaign. I'm looking at max view, but basically it's the last 30 days probably. I spent over $300 for this campaign, and this ad set is performing the best. It has 20 completed registrations, which basically means a free member to my Skool group. So 20 signups at $7 each, $140 spent on this ad set. So my best ad inside this ad set is this one. It's super simple. I'll just show you a preview, but it's just a white background, green text, and my message, which is learn Facebook ads from someone who spent more than $5 million on them. And my winning ad copy is super simple, just 5 lines. So it's performing well. It's below $6 per sign up. You can fine tune it, but just to start, it's going to be more than enough. Next, we have creating the ad copy, for which I recommend using ChatGPT. And this doc, I included a copy prompt that you can use. Just click on it. It's a simple prompt for ChatGPT to act as a direct response copywriter. It's really plug and play. You just need to add some data, some info about your product service. So basically what your Skool group is about. Add your target audience, add the group. So in this case, it's probably free group joins. Add the tone, and it's going to create 5 primary texts and 5 headlines. So I can show you how it works. You can just copy it and close this, go to ChatGPT, and I already created an ad copy. It's for a group who's helping busy professionals maximize their gains in the gym with the minimum time investment. I used a friendly and fun tone. The goal is to get more members to sign up for the Skool group. Target audience is busy people looking to maximize their gains. And here is the output, so 5 primary texts and 5 headlines. For this, I recommend using the ad copy worksheet, which I also included as a link. I recommend you download it and then use it for yourself. Go to the yellow tab, fill it out, add the date, add the service that you are promoting, add the ad copy, headline, and description. You have the color codes as well. Yellow is going to be used as ad copy, green is best performing. So I actually have another worksheet that I used previously. Here you can see I have all the ad copies marked with yellow that we tested. We had a few winners, which I marked with green. I have the date and I have the naming of the ads, which is going to be important once we go to the ad account and actually set these up. So then I'll come back to this. As the last step, we have to design our ads, for which I'm going to use ChatGPT again. We are going to go back to the previous conversation we had about writing the ad copy. And this time I had another prompt, which I won't even share in a separate document because it's super simple. It was based on the information above. Let's create some in-asset copy for static ad designs. I'm looking for 1-2 liners with a strong call out to capture attention. Give me 5 different ideas, and it listed 5 nice ideas. So usually I'm using Canva to design these ads. I already have it open in a separate tab. You have to click on Instagram posts, square. This is the average 1-by-1 design. People usually use these. Let's click on it. Paste the messaging from ChatGPT. I'm only going to copy this first part. We don't need to join the free group today because we are going to use a call to action from Skool, actually the platform. Once you have the white background, click on text, add a text box, paste the text from ChatGPT. And now it really depends if you have any branding. So if you have a branding already, let's say I use pop-ins in my ads usually and on my website and everywhere. So that's the font I use in the ads as well. But you can use any different ones. There are some recommended ones. I'm really not a designer. I'm not sure which one is the best font to use in the ads. So I'll just stick with pop-ins. For the colors, I have a brand color, which is this green. But you can just use black. You can use any colors. Let's make the text a little bit bigger. Make it not so wide. Just adjust it. And I also want to add a button, a CTA button at the top, a call to action. So for this, we are going to go to Skool, to the discovery page, and we are looking for a free group. So some free advertisement for this group. And from this page, I'm going to use a Chrome extension, which is called Lightshot. You can just click it and it's going to take a screenshot. I'm going to select this part with the join group and just Control C to copy it. Go back to Canva and then hit Control V for paste. And we have it. We have a join group CTA and we have the design as well. So next we have 4 more copy variations. So to create them easily, you just need to go back to Canva, click on duplicate. This is going to be page 2, so this is the second ad. So you just go back to ChatGPT, go to this text option number 2. Just copy and then paste again. And just repeat it for the other 3 ads as well. So we are going to have 5 ads in total. I'm going to do it real quick. So I have all the 5 designs ready. In some of them, it made sense to leave the ad copy where we say join free. And to make it more appealing, you can take the headline, the first sentence, and just make it bold so you can just select the copy. So we have a headline and then a smaller headline and then a CTA button. So you can repeat it on all ads. It's super quick to do. And I really like Canva because it's free. You don't need to pay. It even has a free trial for the Pro version, which I super recommend. It's super useful, especially if you are going to do some other designs, maybe for your school group, for your videos, or for your classroom materials. I think it's super nice, and it costs about $30 a month or something. It's not crazy. So once you have the designs, you just need to click on share and then download. PNG is perfectly fine, and it's going to download all the 5 pages as a zip file. And you just need to unzip it, and then you can use it on the ads, which I'm going to show in section 3, which is the last section for this video. So we are at the 3rd chapter for this video, which is setting up your ads using all the creatives and the copies that we created earlier. So let's go to the ads manager and start our first campaign. In my ad account, I already have some ads running, but it's going to be an empty page for you. You just need to click on the create button. And then if you have a free school group, then our goal is leads. And then hit continue. We are going to do manual setup. And then we are going to name our campaign. So I'm going to stick with the fitness example. So this is going to be fit, school, registration, and CBO. So basically fit is, say, the company is about this is our brand, we are doing fitness. Our goal is on school, complete registrations, which is a free group sign up. And the CBO means campaign budget optimization, which we can turn on here. So this is going to be your entire daily campaign budget. You can start as low as $10 a day, but I don't recommend anything below $10 a day. I think $20 is a great start. So let's move forward. So we have auction, leads, highest volume campaign bid strategy, and then we can hit next. This is going to be the ad set level. This is where we set up the targeting or target audience and the conversion location. So for Skool, we are using website, and the goal is maximize number of conversions. For the data set, we are going to select the previous pixel that we just set up. So it's going to be for the Skool group. And for the conversion event, we are using complete registration. Don't worry if it's your first time, it might be under inactive events. You can still use it. It's going to track correctly. You can set the schedule of your campaign. You can set an end date if it's maybe a Black Friday or a Christmas promotion, but we are going to keep this as an evergreen ad running. Next, the audience controls. So the basic location is going to be where you are based, but you can just click edit and then enter your target audience. It really depends on who you want to target. It could be just the states, so United States. You can edit. Maybe you can target the whole region of Europe. So now we are targeting whole Europe and US as well. You can always fine tune it. I found if you use other locations instead of US, your CPM is going to be lower, which basically means it's cheaper to reach more people. But the audience quality might suffer, so you need to test it out. There are some more options, setting your minimum age maybe to 21 to 25 if you are selling or if you are advertising alcohol in a specific US state, but usually you don't need to touch this. You can leave it at 18. And I recommend at the start you use Advantage Plus Audience. So it's an AI technology, and based on your ad creative and ad copy, it's going to be targeting the exact audience you want to reach. So if in your ad copy you are calling out, hey, fitness professionals, or hey, busy business owners, it's actually going to target business owners. So I think it's amazing. I definitely would use it. For the placements, you can either use Advantage Plus placements or manual placements. And for this campaign, I'm going to do manual because 90% of the leads are coming from the feed section. So actually take out audience network, take out messenger, and then take out stories and reels, take out search results, and we only need the feed part because we are going to use a square image. So we are all set on the ad set level. We need to do some namings as well. So we can do complete registration because that's the goal. We can add the target audience, which is US and EU, and I would add Advantage Plus audience, and I would also add feed placement. So I know it's not an Advantage Plus placement, but a feed placement. Okay. We can click next, and let's set up our first ad. So for this, we need to scroll down, make sure we have create an ad, manual upload, single image or video, and I use the multi-advertiser ads option. Let's click on setup creative, select image ad, click on add media, and upload. So here we are going to select the 5 images we just designed earlier in Canva. So let's select all of these, and let's start with the first one. Make sure don't have this selected, enable flexible media. And for the horizontal, you can just click this formatting and adjust to make sure it shows up correctly. Hitting next, we are just going to skip the AI image creation. And after optimize, I suggest all optimizations to be turned off. So we don't need music, we don't need overlays, we don't need visual. And we definitely don't need text improvements. Let's go and hit done. So we already have the image here. Next, we are going to add the primary text, which we also created earlier using ChatGPT. Then I copy and pasted this add copy into the add copy worksheet that we discussed in an earlier part of this video. So I'm going to select the first one, just copy and paste. And for the initial test, I recommend testing all the 5 add copies at the same time. So you can go to the second one, copy and paste, hit add text option, and then paste the second one, and just repeat it for all 5 ads. And then do the same for the headlines as well. Just copy, paste, add the headline option, go to the second one, copy and paste, and just repeat it for all 5. For the description, I usually just use 5 stars, and the call to action for the Skool group is ideally learn more. So for the website URL, we are going to use the about page. It's really important to use the about page for your Skool group. So I have my group here, copy and paste. We don't need any add-ons, so select none. Make sure you have the website event turned on for your Skool group. And that's it really. Your first ad is ready to go. Now we need to name it. So it was the first creative that we created. It's number 1. So the first one would be the creative name, which is image 1. Ad copy is going to be fit 1, because this batch of 5 is basically under fit 1. So fit 1, copy, and then primary text 1 to 5, headline 1 to 5, because we are using all 5 primary texts and all 5 headlines. So you can go ahead and publish the ad. It's going to be in a short review section. It usually takes about an hour or 2 from Meta, and then your ad is going to go live. I have a few other things that I wanted to discuss, which is setting up your columns correctly, because you are not going to see this one at first. So you are not going to see the CPC, the click-through rates, the CPMs. Usually you see this performance tab, but you need to set up using customize columns. So if you click here, you can select customize columns. And I already have a column set up that I use for this ad account, which is macro KPIs. It has everything that's important in my opinion, your frequency, your reach, your impressions. You can duplicate my setup by just screenshotting and setting up basically the same way. So you need to search for this. So let's say we need to add cost per unique link click. Just search cost per unique link click. And here it is. You just select it and it's going to appear. Once you have it ready to go, you save as a column preset and name it however you would like, and then select apply. So that's for the columns. I also have a video explaining the KPIs, so what actually CTR, CPM, or CPC is, what benchmarks you should aim for. And I also have a video explaining the ad naming, how I use the ad copy worksheet to find winners. So you can find all of those assets in this document that I'm going to attach under the video. And then there are some next steps, such as finding the winners from this ad, which I'm going to discuss in a separate video. But using all this, you can get started on your Skool group. You can start getting leads and start getting new members to your Skool group. So I hope it goes super well. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, leave a comment, and I'll be sure to reply. Thank you.